Hello, children. Lesson number 9, The Freedom Movement of 1857. Now, we all know that the unity among Indians was developed, emerged only after the arrival of when the British people or all the Europeans came to India. Before that, all the Indian states, they were ruled separately by the individual rulers. So, the nationalism emerged in India due to not only the arrival of Europeans but also because of the behavior and the policies. So, now the British people had different policies and behavior towards the Indians was just to suppress the Indians. So, an important event happened in India in the year 1857, which became the first in the factors responsible for consolidating the sentiments of nationalism in our country. So, such an event happened in the year 1857. Everybody knows about the revolt, about Mangal Pandey. Okay, so let us begin. What was the reasons for the outbreak of this revolt in 1857? The main reason for the revolt in 1857 was the widespread dissatisfaction among the people in India due to the suppressive policies of the British adopted to spread their empire in India. Now, let us review these different reasons in detail which led to this dissatisfaction among people. Now, there was the main reason for the revolt of 1857 because there was lot of dissatisfaction among the people. Okay, so the first reason was the social and the religious reason. The policy of social reforms by the company, means the East India Company, made people insecure and suspicious. They felt that the government was trying to convert them to Christianity and destroy the Indian culture and religion forever. People believed that the Indian social system was deliberately undermined in the railways, jails, as well as the military. A larger section of our society was orthodox at that time, and thus the new change aroused dissatisfaction in them. As a result, many people joined this freedom movement to sustain their social religious structure. Now, you all know in India, people were very religious and they came from a very conservative mindset. Now, people, because of many social reforms by the East India Company, by the British people, made them insecure as well as suspicious. They started thinking that the government was trying to convert them to Christianity, and if they get converted to Christianity, it will destroy their the Indian culture or their religion. So, they thought that this social reform, this social system was deliberately suppressed in different places like the railways, jails, as well as military. Thus, because of the social and the religious reasons, the people of India, they joined in the freedom movement so that they thought that we can protect our social religious structure. The different reason for this revolt of 1857 was also economic reason. The aim of British was to bring prosperity to England at the cost of India. As a result, most of the sections of Indian society became improvised. The landlords and the peasants, having lost their land, participated in the revolt. Apart from that, the economy, because of the British people, became very low because British people wanted, the British, when they ruled India, they wanted to bring prosperity to England at the cost of India. So, the landlords as well as the peasants, the farmers, they had lost their land. So, in this revolt, the landlords and the peasants also participated. The other political reasons was the East India Company acquired the Diwani rights, that is to collect revenue, as a result of the victory of Battle of Buxar in 1764. You all know that after the East India Company, the British won the Battle of Buxar, they signed the Diwani rights. That is, the East India Company had the right to collect revenue. After that, it was followed by the aggressive policy of expansion in different states of the country with the help of policies like subsidiary alliance, doctrine of lapse, and also the policy of annexation. This was mere just to expand their rule all over India. So, Rani Lakshmibai and Raja Kunwar Singh of Bihar, they were the few of the victims who faced this policies, subsidiary alliance and policy of annexation. They lost their kingdoms. So they too joined the revolt to regain their territories. So along with the landlord and the peasants, they also joined this revolt. The other reason was the military reason. Now you all know that the number of British officers was very less as compared to the Indian soldiers. Actually, the ratio was just 6:1. So 6 Indian soldiers, there was just 1 British officer. And all the higher posts in the army or the military were reserved just for the British. So the opportunity for higher post or for promotion was very, very limited. As well as there was a big difference on the salary of an Indian soldier and a British soldier. In fact, a foot soldier used to get only 7 rupees, while the British received 150 rupees per month. So the ratio of the salary was very low as compared to the British soldier. Also, the British considered Indian soldiers to be low as well as insignificant. They were treated very badly, the Indian soldiers, at the hands of the higher British officers. Also, as per the religious restrictions, the Indian soldiers, according to their custom, they were not allowed to cross the sea, and once if they crossed the sea, they would be treated as an outcast. But they were compulsory sent to fight battles for the British people. All the Indian soldiers were sent to fight for British. So the soldiers also felt that that was against their religion. So all these sentiments, they were suppressed, they were given less salary, they were not given any promotion. So because of that, there was lot of grief as well as anger. So the soldiers also wanted to participate in the revolt. But the immediate reason for the revolt was there were all these reasons.